Hey, it's Alissa checking in with an update. I think now that we've kind of gotten over the initial push of the campaign, I might start doing these less annoyingly often. um, but we also, I just want to announce, we got over the first milestone. So I officially crossed into making cheese territory. So I think the impetus for the push is gonna start to level out, because really I just wanted to get to the point of making cheese so that I can start doing like promotional partnerships with people to sort of help to get the word out about the second half of the campaign. And so there's been a lot of exciting developments behind the scenes, so I'll just tell you. One, I did do my first collaboration with a Eureka Compass that just happened. So that was the first cheeses in a little over 2 years that have gone out into the world. So this is the new pizza cheese, the experimental pizza cheese. It has like a melty quality. It's a cashew chickpea blend, and I'm really pleased with how it went. I've got some nice pictures that I put on social media. There's a plane flying overhead, and I feel like it turned out really nice. I got a lot of really positive feedback about that, so that's very exciting. Another thing that happened this week is the Vegan Essentials giveaway. So there are 4 winners. Those folks are going to be getting cheese soon. I actually am, starting to pull together all the equipment so that I can make cheese. And Monday is actually going to be a big day, because I'll be getting my nuts from Karma Nuts, who's sponsoring me with cashews. Thank you, Karma Nuts. And I should be getting my labels and the last pieces of equipment that I need so that I can actually start making it. So that is a huge milestone that I'm very excited about. The other thing that I would tell you, just in terms of thoughts, because I have gotten a lot of emails from people asking about the plan, because it's just the campaign is kind of small, and it's like, people are wondering, like, where are we going with this? And so I kind of want to talk about that a little bit too, because there's actually, and I've touched on this in earlier videos, but I think, it's going to be like an ongoing conversation. There's kind of two different directions, because I was doing the artisan small batch production style, and we were pretty much sold out when we closed, and we were maxed out on how much we could do, at that level. So there's not really room to grow doing that approach. And so the other thing is to take the approach and scale it, into like a big production model, which is super exciting. However, it's a little bit more perilous of a path, because things can go wrong, and that's what happened with Punk Rock Labs, and it's a little bit out of your control, so I'm actually interested in doing both paths. And the reason is because I believe, as I touched on, there's wellness benefits that are inherent in the cheese that I think are really important and can really impact a lot of lives. And so I think it's important to provide that to more people. And it's also important, if you're going to do that, to partner with the right people, because, like I said, a lot of times when businesses close, it's not for the reasons that you would think. It's for much more random reasons. Like, I was actually talking to someone today who I've known in the business community for a long time, and he was running a very large vegan company that was really successful, and they closed recently. And the story behind it, he was like, I'm gonna write a book, because it was, they got taken down by a drug cartel. I mean, it's just, that's the kind of stuff that when that happens. So on the flip side of it, the other direction that I think is really interesting is to take that artisan style that I was doing for 10 years and then I'm very experienced with, and then just like push the envelope on that to see, you know, where else we can take the cheese. And to me, like, that's where my heart is. Like, that's what I'm super passionate about. It's not super financially viable, as we've already determined, but the actual reason for that might surprise you. And the reason, I mean, I think the biggest place where we would lose money with the cheese, surprisingly, was with shipping, you know, because it's like, it's a refrigerated product. So to get it from here to there and keep it cold, like, that's really challenging, and it's really expensive, especially during the warmer months that we're about to start, you know. So like the summer months, because you have to ship stuff faster and you have to ship it on dry ice and you have to keep it cold, and it's very challenging, it's very expensive. So actually, one thought that that's been spinning around in my head is to do the artisan style production and push the envelope and do new cheeses and see where I can take it, but do it in a limited edition sense, and maybe just around the holidays, because I think those fancy cheeses, they really match with the seasons. The holiday seasons, people always, you know, that's when they want the fancy cheeses, but also from a logistical standpoint, it's a lot cheaper to ship cheese in the winter, and it's a lot less challenging. So it's like, just by removing that parameter, that makes it viable. So it's like, if there's some way that I can do both, you know, because I think this is a big problem to solve, and I have been pitching my solution to venues that support larger growth. But if there's some way that I can kind of marry these, because I think doing the small scale production with a certain regularity will lend itself to the larger batch process as well. So these are thoughts that I'm spinning on. I just wanted to share those with you, because a lot of people have been emailing me and asking and wondering, because it's just like, how are you going to start a cheese company with $15,000? And you know, the answer is that it's a bigger problem than that, but you got to start somewhere, and I am pursuing other avenues. So just wanted you to know that I don't expect to be able to start the whole company with $15,000, but excited about how this is going. I've really appreciated all the feedback that I've gotten, the emails, and mostly, I mean, the thing that surprised me the most is just how many people still have Punk Rock Labs cheese in their freezer. Like, that's really, it's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so that's it for now. Hopefully you won't be hearing from me for another week, but this week I will be hitting the ground and starting to make cheese again. So I'll keep you posted on my progress. Thank you for the support, and check back soon.